In this step, we want to create several types of climates and time zones. Alright, in this step, we want to create different climates for our simulator. For example, sunny, rainy, or night, or sunrise, sunset, any kinds of climates we can create. For now, I want to create a scene with rainy weather. So from the asset store, I downloaded the Rainmaker package. It is a free package from the Unity Asset Store, and it has a prefab for rain's particles. You can go to the Rainmaker in here and prefab. As you can see, it has rain prefab and rain prefab for 2D, and we can add this rain prefab to here. And we can see what will happen once we add it. Perfect. Look at this. So for seeing better the view of this rain, we have to put the rain prefab front of our camera. So we need to go to the UGV, and it is the camera 1. Okay, then put the rain prefab front of camera 1, something like this. Now let's start the game. Okay. All right. Now we have our rain. We can add this rain to above of our UGV, for can we see it once we change our camera to camera 2. Let's just save. Wait for saving and compiling our changes. Okay, now let's see. In F1 it is the same. In F2 does look like this. I try to pick up. Okay, it is for rain. Another things we have to change is a skybox. If we want to change the skybox in our scene, we have to go to the window, rendering, and lighting. In here, in the scene and environment, in the environment part, we can see the skybox material. As a default, it has default skybox, but we can add our own skybox or Unity packages skybox or from somewhere else and use it in our scene. For example, in here I added these skyboxes, moonshine for starry night, dawn, dusk, overcast, starry night, sunny, sunny, sunny. Okay, we can drag and drop our skybox to our scene for better seeing the result, or something like this, or something like this. It is good for rainy weather, and it is good for sunny. Okay, now we say default skybox, but it's better to have a skybox for our management. Once again, we have to wait for loading. Okay, as a default, I say this one. Sunny 1 will be the skybox of our scene. And in here, I want to create a script for weather. Perfect. Now I want to add an empty object. It's called weather manager and time manager. Okay, and we add this weather to here. For example, right now we have our own script, but we say, okay, we want to change the name of this script because we want to use it for several purposes. So in here, we can add the name of it, underline time. Okay, and then copy the name of this new file and go back to the Visual Studio and save in here. Now we come back to the Unity and we will say the compiler works on it. Okay, now it's ready to use. Okay, in the first moment we will say public material, because the skyboxes are the material. So once you want to change them, you need to change the material. As you can see in here, skyboxes are material, but with the six-sided. They are material with the special shader skybox six-sided. Okay, material sunny skybox, and copy in here we say rainy skybox, and copy in here we say night skybox. Perfect. Initially we need to add our camera as our direction light, sorry, game, but as a game object, not a light, because we don't want to change the light. Maybe we want to change the lights as well, like the colors parameter or other parameters of light. So we will say light, say we call it sun, and also we don't need other things. We say public void change climate, something like that. Okay, in here I want to add let's control save this one, and in here I want to add another slider in the UI in canvas, speed volume. We copy this one and we say climate volume. Okay, something like this. Yes, and we write perfect. It is good. We say using the Unity engine.ui, and we say public slider, climate slider, and also public text climate title. Okay, we will say we have three modes: sunny, rainy, and night. So in the UI of the climate volume, we will say the mean value will be 0 and the max value will be 2. As a default, it will be 1. If the 0, for example, it will be sunny, for example, 1 equal rainy, and 2 equal night, and the whole number 1 2 1 0 1 2, something like this. Okay, we say if the value, climate slider dot value equals 0. So we need to change the material of the skybox. I want to show you how we can search about something in Unity and how we can use the documentation of Unity. So we open our browser and go to the Google. In here we write how to change the skybox by a script in Unity. Except all of the videos, and it is the good point of the Unity. Unity has forum as well, and also Stack Overflow is another best resource of our scripts or our solutions. And also docs.unity3d.com, it is from the Unity, and other websites. So let's go to the, for example, here, Stack Overflow. Render settings dot skybox. It is our solution. So we will say render settings dot skybox dot material. We can copy in here as well, if I'm thinking. As far as I know, it works well. Okay, 0 is equal sunny, and the sun. Let's save the properties of our directional light in the sun. The intensity equal 1, sun dot intensity equal 1, and the direction of the direction light will be x 15 and y minus 30 and 0. We'll say sun dot game object dot transform dot local angular equal new vector 3 15 -30 and 0. Perfect. And we can change the color as well in here. In the skybox, in the light in hexadecimal, we can copy this color code, and we will say sun dot color equal how we can change the color with the hexadecimal, how to change the color of light by hexadecimal code. How can I use answers.unity.com is another resource of our questions. In here, look at this. Image.color equal new color. No, it is not our question. It is our question. It is our answer, sorry. In here, we will say and now we can copy the color code in here. Okay. Then after that, sun dot color equal the green color of it. Perfect. Another thing we have to add is public game object rain prefab. Let's make the rainy mode for our scene. Once our climate slider will be equal 1, the skybox will be rainy, and now we can say rain prefab dot setActive equal false. In here we will say equal true. Okay, let's simulate the rainy mode of our scene. At first, the overcast will come. Okay. And after that, we can change the color and angle of sun. For example, it will be like this or something. We don't change the directional light, but change the intensity. Here we can see, and also change the color of our scene. So the key code will be this one for rainy, and also the intensity of it will be the 0.46 F, and the rain prefab dot setActive true. Now let's make the situation of night. We'll say night skybox equal in here, and rainy prefab in here. Now For changing the intensity, we will decrease it to, for example, I don't know, 0.1. Okay, the transform angular is equal. Now change the color to dark blue, something like this, much more dramatic. And once we add this one, for example, or this one, I don't know. No, it has moon, so beautiful. Okay, now let's change the intensity, for example, like this. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Now, as a default, we will say start function will be the climate slider dot value equal 0 and call this function in here. Okay, it's time to add our informations. It is for night. The overcast was for rainy and sunny for this one. It is our direction light in here. And now for climate slider and rain prefab in here. Oh, I forgot to add the codes for the slider title in here. We need to say a climate title dot text equal is a day. Okay, and we say rain, and we say night. I think everything is fine. Okay, the final thing is we have to align with this climate volume with the script of weather time. Weather time equal climate change. Okay, now let's test. This day, what is in here? Oh, I see. We have rain. It is night. Oh, our color doesn't work. Our color issue doesn't work. As you can see, we need to work out for how we can change this this issue. We have to. Oh no, it's right. It's correct. Why it doesn't work, I don't know. For the night, we have to copy this code to here, but it seems it doesn't work as well. Let's test again. No, unfortunately, the color has a problem. We need to change the code of here, I suppose. we can work with the RGB code as well. With the new color, in here we will say we can remove this part for our test, and we will say in here in the night time we have 7:42:101. 7:42:101. Okay, now let's test it. Oh my god. Okay, we have to wait and find out another solution. Color in here. Anyway, we can create our own color with this one. The easiest solution is color dot blue. Something like this. We can use the default colors of Unity. For example, we can I don't know, gray and white. It is the easiest way. Something like this. Maybe we can keep the gray for the night as well. Not blue. Once again. And then change the intensity to 0.30. We say 0.3. Okay, it is great. Perfect. Let's go to the next